Hello, I'm Tim Black. You're tuning to Tim's Take Live. I got bad news for you. I'm so sorry I got bad news for you because I was on Twitter and something crossed my timeline that deeply upset me. It's a journalist by the name of James Foley who was beheaded by ISIS members today. The footage was on YouTube. It has since been released. I wouldn't show it to you even if I had it. Just being honest. I don't share that type of content. But I will talk about it. See, Mr. Foley was a journalist to the highest order. He had previously been captive or held captive in Libya back in 2012. They had been holding Mr. Foley since about 2012, sometime in 2012 when he was covering the ongoing issues in Syria. Mr. Foley is a journalistic hero, unlike many journalists today that we see. Now, I'm not saying this man intended to die for being a journalist, though he put himself in harm's way knowingly. I'm sure he'd rather be home. That's not the case. His life was taken. Here goes some information about from people who actually saw the footage of the beheading in the video. Because you know how the ISIS folks, they love to put on a good show for us. Show us how fucking animalistic they can be. They say there's text in the video which says Obama authorizes military operations against the Islamic State, effectively placing America upon a slippery slope towards a new war front against Islamists. No, it's not against Islamists, it's against radical Islamist assholes like yourself. Big difference. Not all Islamists. It then cuts to clips of Obama announcing airstrikes against ISIS. And then they cut to Foley kneeling in an orange jumpsuit next to a man standing in black, apparently a member of ISIS, with his face covered like the coward piece of shit that he is. And before they behead Mr. Foley, they make him read something for us. Part of that excerpt, let's say an excerpt from that statement was, I call on my friends, family, and loved ones to rise up against my real killer, the U.S. government. What will happen to me is only a result of their complacency and criminality. See, the ISIS folks, they want us to believe that what your eyes show you or what they tell you, the information that they collect, that they send to your brain, when you see them behead Mr. Foley, it wasn't them. It was actually Obama that's cutting off Mr. Foley's head. See, don't believe your lying eyes. Come on, wake up. It's not them. We did this to Mr. Foley. In fact, the ISIS organization and the particular hoodsman here who cuts the head off of this innocent journalist, he's a victim. He's the victim because he has to carry out this despicable act because of Obama. That's the type of fuckery they believe. Now, there are two things I want to get to. One is that I know after this video is uploaded or once it's been seen by enough people, not my video, but the video of Mr. Foley being killed. I know there's going to be jackasses on the internet who are going to claim this was a false flag, that this is a hoax, that this is an acting job, that Mr. Foley did not get beheaded. This is merely some type of Bollywood cast putting together an ensemble rendition of, I don't know, Billy and the Kid. I don't know. But they're going to try to sell you on something. Look, anyone out there who watches any of the conspiracy fearmongers, please know that's BS. This man was killed today. The second thing is this. We can't agree on how we want to treat each other here in the United States. That we want to respect one another, that we want to care for one another, that we want to protect each other's rights to assemble, rights to freedom, rights to liberty, rights to walk down the street, rights to pursue happiness. But meanwhile, the rest of the world just keeps on turning and we have other things to deal with. And it would be nice if we could somehow come to an understanding that we could become one country. That would be great, wouldn't it? Then we could truly deal with some of the horrible things we need to deal with abroad. But we can't get it together at home yet. And if you think we can, take a little trip down to Ferguson, Missouri. My condolences to the family, the Foley family. I don't even want to imagine, I'm sorry, but I don't even want to imagine how you feel right now. I have no call or reference for the pain I'm sure that you are dealing with. This is a despicable display of religious fanaticism. And I don't know. My condolences. I'm Tim Black. Thanks for tuning in. Folks, leave your comments in the comment section about how you feel about this, but I'm pretty sure we can agree on something, and we can agree that this is a terrible act of cowardice on behalf of the ISIS organization and what they stand for. And if they wanted someone to be sympathetic to their ultimate goals, they should have lost all support. I know they lost any resemblance of being human beings. This is an atrocity, and it's just one of many. Just one of many. They've killed thousands. But you have our attention, ISIS fuckhead. Now maybe we can give you some more of ours.